Hey everybody, happy holidays. I think it's Christmas when I'm gonna post this, so holidays, girl, holidays. Anyways, I am very excited. I just figured out how to make tamales for one or a couple of friends. And the recipe costs less than 10 bucks. Literally, all of this cost $1 or less. The only expensive thing is the manteca, and that costs $1.22. but what we're gonna do is tamales for $1 store tamales. We're gonna use maseca, a little bag of maseca, a cube of lard, not all of it, girl, not all of it, just a little bit. But this is the smallest they sell it. And I am totally following in the steps of enchiladas. Thank you, Michelle. I have a can of white chicken and a can of chile, a can of green chile. Then I have a little tiny bag of white cheese, mozzarella. This is a 3-ounce bag. And a little 6-pack of eggs. 8-pack of eggs, also from the dollar store. Of course, garlic salt for seasoning, and I didn't want to buy all the dried ones, but why not make it fresh? You have to find the biggest uncut corn that you can possibly find, and this time it is going to be a size queen, because when you peel the leaves back, well, you want them to be big and thick. Anyways, other than that, I'm going to use this. It's a grill hole, like a grill hole aluminum thing. They come in a 2-pack. And we're going to use this to steam the tamales. And there's a trick. I'm making this into a steam basket right now. But other than that, well, shit, girl. I made them for my neighbors. They both agreed that they were fucking good. And Merry Christmas. We cheap bitches. Lonely at home, but we can eat good. Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna do our dry ingredients. And look, it's in action. My new bowl. I had to do something to use it. Anyways, we have 1 cup of maseca packed, nice and tight. We're gonna add that. And we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of garlic salt. Okay? And then to that, we're going to do 1/3 of a cup of lard. And girl, it's a necessary evil. Necessary evil for something this delicious. 1/3 of a cup of lard. Yes, girl. That piggy went to the market, and now he's come home. Anyways, yes. Morel, and make sure it's not rancid. It shouldn't smell like a pig. Anyways, what we're gonna do with this is we're gonna pop it in the microwave to loosen up the lard, and then we're gonna put the mixer on, okay? Okay, so we had it in the microwave about a minute. That's just to make the lard more malleable. See that? So we're gonna do, this is more or less dry ingredients, but we're gonna break it up. Kind of incorporate it into the masa so it'll be easier for it too. You see that? We're doing that right there. Okay? It's all like a batter. It's a little thick though now. So to that, we're gonna add 2 eggs. And I know eggs have nothing to do with the tamale recipe, but you know why I picked eggs? Instead of water, we can do eggs, and eggs cook really fast. Eggs cook really fast, so when we pop it in the steamer, it's going to cook quick as hell. And it's going to replace the richness for some of that lard that we didn't put in. Now to that, we're going to add 4 tablespoons of water. Yes. start mixing it. Start it off on low, okay? Because you want everything to mix together equally. So it ended up being 8 tablespoons because I packed the maseca really tight. But this is what you're looking for. And by the way, 8 tablespoons of water is a half cup. So you're looking for something that's about this consistency, like a heavy brownie batter. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn it off so that it gets nice and fluffy. Whip the shit out of it. Okay, so now we're gonna do the wrappers, and the reason I have a fresh corn is because I don't need 500 wrappers. I just need like 10. So get a couple of really big corns, the biggest ones you can find, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna cut them from the bottom first. That's going to do is you're going to be able to peel off the leaves easily. See that? So we're going to toss them into a strainer. See that? Whole. All of them came off whole. And if you run to a part where they're stuck, you cut just a little bit more off the bottom. And we're making our own wrappers. See? See that stump? So we're going to cut a little bit more off. So, we got plenty of wrappers for what we need. For what we need. Careful not to rip them because they're real fragile. And you see these little baby ones? Like this, keep them still because you're going to need them when they don't meet up. When the big ones don't meet up, you can use this to patch up the wrapper. Now this hairy bitch, así la trompa. Ay, soy la trompa. Anyways, keep this and you can cut it up into pieces and put it as a side for later. I'm going to show you guys. Alright. So we're going to put the water as hot as we can stand it and rinse these really good. And the hot water also helps to, if there's any kind of anything on there, you want it to wash off. And now that they're rinsed, you see that? But look, it has a weird curvature. What you want to do is see how it's right here? This is where the curvature ends. You want to get a scissor and cut right across that curvature to get rid of all of them. See that? Now it's nice and flat. And this is the part that would have fucked with the wrapping. But do that for all of them. Don't do it too high because you still need some length. But do that to all your leaves and your wrappers are ready. Okay, so now we have all the wrappers done. We're gonna do the filling. And the filling's simple as fuck. You just get a can of the chicken and you drain it. Drain it. Dump that in the bowl. The little 3-ounce bag of mozzarella. Shredded. Thank you, Michelle. I love you. And a can of green chili. You want to drain it just a little bit to get some of that juice out. But dump that in. And just mix that up. You see that? You want to kind of break up the chicken a little though. So it's not so chunky for the inside. But there you go. And that's gonna be a really fucking good tamal rellena. There we go. Okay, so now we just have to assemble them. It's easy. You wanna get Maybe like 2 leaves. If it's a big leaf, you can get away with one. But you need to put them together like this. Lay it on a nice plate. And I'm gonna have to get a close-up for this because it's detail work. So what you're gonna do is you lay them together like this. And you get a good scoop of the masa. And you put it right in the middle. You use the back of the spoon to spread it out. You see that? Use the back of the spoon to spread it out. And depending on how much you use, you can get more or less out of this batch. Stuff on top of the spoon, scrape off, put it back down. And you only want to get to where the leaf starts to taper. You see that? It starts to taper right towards the middle. So you put that right there. You see that? Those are nice. You want to do maybe like a 1/4 inch coating. There we go. Then to this, then to that, we're going to sorry. We're gonna do the topping. Maybe a couple of spoons full. There we go. The filling, sorry, not the topping, the filling. There we go. And you just fold it. Fold it over. Bring this other side and fold it over. And then you get this top part and go like that. Now that's done. You just want to get a nice little plate somewhere and put them with the pico down. With the pico down somewhere, okay? And you're gonna get all of this done. When I did it, I got about 6, depending on how thick you make the masa. But yeah, we'll see. We're gonna steam them in a bit. Okay, so this is where the baby leaves are important. See how this doesn't close? So what we're gonna do is get a baby leaf and put it right there. You're gonna get a baby leaf and put it over. And then you can fold it. And there you go. It's ready. Okay, so they're done rolling. I finished rolling them. I ended up getting 7 out of this recipe. One of them's a wee small. But now we have to cook them. And how I did that, what I'm gonna do is, tamales have to be steamed. So this is an aluminum perforated tray for grilling, but I'm gonna use it as a steam basket. What I did is I got a pot and I cut it in a square. Cut it in a square and I folded the corners down. You see that? So it fit in the pot. And on the bottom, I got a couple of pieces of that pan that were messed up. I made them into little braces. You see that? Stuck them down there. And you put maybe like a 1/4 inch of water at the bottom. 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch of water. Turn that fucking burner on high and let it go. So we have it heating up and we're gonna load the tamales in there. You see that? So we're gonna start from the outside. There we go. You put them with the folded thing. You put it with the pico down, okay, so that they stay folded. There we go. Put a couple of them there in the middle. There we go. And the baby, this is the last one, the baby, we're gonna put it right there. Okay, so you just let that heat up, let it go. Just let it steam and steam and steam like 20-25 minutes and check them. And they should be good. Alright, so a little extra is we use that corn, right? Well, now we're gonna steam the corn to go along as a side. So these are steaming, look. Woo! These are nice and busy steaming. And we're just gonna put the corn on top. They've already been in there probably like 10 minutes. And we'll let them steam the last 10 or 15. And we'll make like, what's it called? Elote? Ándale. So we're gonna be checking if it has enough steam. Obviously there's still water left in there. Ooh, it's fogging up the camera. But yeah, after like 15 minutes, check if there's enough water. If not, pour a little bit more. Alright, they're ready, and look who's here. Look who's here. There's Juanlo. Look at Juanlo. He came all the way from the east side to have them. But they finished steaming. He's gonna be my taste tester.
I got on my broom and it's
Alright.
whisked over here.
Right? He flew past these guys. Let's see here. So esta una. You see that shit? Does that look hot enough?
Oh, the tamales meat.
Both. Las dos. And, let me see here. We're gonna get some of that corn. See that? Ow! We're gonna get the corn meals. We're gonna put a few of them on there. But we're gonna make them like the. ¿Cómo se dice? Like the
Like the elote?
Like the elote.
Yum.
You get a roll of corn and you just put it on the butter, see? Roll it around on the butter.
Like if you were gonna get laid.
Hell yes,
Sin.
girl. Ay,
Sin.
que
I
le
love sin.
echan más mantequilla.
More butter.
And then I have a little plate of chili powder and lemon pepper, and you just roll it in there. You see that? Fuck yes. Alright, so now it's tamal time. A ver, ¿cómo sabe? Yes, tamal. And it's a green chili and chicken with mozzarella tamal. Puro de $1.
And with food stamps, let me tell you.
I know, no food stamps.
Girl, shit.
Well, I didn't do food stamps.
You should.
I wish.
Bon appetit. Yes.
Yay!
That's my seal of approval.
That pass? Does it taste legit? It doesn't taste
No.
chapa? Oh, you made me happy. Well, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Is that to die for?
Yes? Alright.
To die for.
Well, Merry
yeah.
Christmas. This is a nice little recipe if it's just a couple of you, or you can multiply it for more than one. But simple recipe, lots of fun,
And
and
we're also taking orders for Christmas, you know.
fuck no.
You gotta make some cash.
No.
Get some coin.
No, I don't got that much time.